Today's papers are reporting that Harry and Meghan are going to be filming a sort of fly-on-the-wall documentary with Netflix. The Sun's saying they're the only way is Sussex. Royal editor Russell Myers is here. This is kind of invading your own privacy a little bit, but I guess they will have total control over this, don't you think?
Well, you would think so.
Yeah.
However, for a couple who have left the UK claiming media intrusion, it's a bit of an odd decision to invite the cameras into your home.
It is.
There's a great story in the Sun today, you know, very nice punny headline as well. But one of the quotes is, it's all going to be very tasteful. It's not going to be like Katie Price and Peter Andre style, which I was a bit upset about, really. I want to see that. I want to see, really tacky, getting into their $1 million mansion and warts and all. But I cannot see how this is going to work. But one thing is for certain, is they've signed this $100 million deal, maybe even $150 million with Netflix, and they're supposed to be making documentaries about women's rights and education, which is all fantastic. We're all huge supporters of that, and Meghan will be fantastic at it. However, a big corporation like Netflix is going to want their pound of flesh, and this could be it through the back door. And, the royal family have got form on stuff like this in 1969.
I remember.
Now, Prince Philip brought the cameras into the to the palace, called the royal family, and it was an absolutely mitigating disaster. It was on BBC and ITV, and it was basically consigned to history, never wanted to be seen again.
We've not seen that for years.
Well, I think it's essentially banned because you can't get hold of it.
I just remember them doing a really, really rubbish barbecue, and it was like, it was terrible. It was like one sausage or something.
I mean, this is what we all want to see. I mean, regardless of it's absolutely awful car crash telly, we all will be tuning in. But
I honestly don't think that they're going to put anything out there that they have not got total control every single frame.
Well,
who knows?
They want that control, don't they? But they've got their money now, so Netflix are going to have them.
It's a difficult one. We've got Meghan on the front of Tatler this month. Beautiful, beautiful picture. Really gorgeous photograph. But that's a picture they've used, isn't it? There's not a new...
There's not an interview and it is quite interesting because I think we were talking last week about the Toffs Bible Tatler and had been involved in a bit of a wrangling with the Duchess of Cambridge, and they'd written a profile on her and it got them into hot water. Now they've moved on to Meghan, and this is very, very interesting. It's a bit of a profile about the last couple of years. We all know about it. However, there's a very interesting survey in it, and 68% of us apparently think that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, should be stripped of their titles. And this is quite a contentious moment, actually, because they've been speaking about US politics, wading into the sort of Donald Trump row, not being very, very subtle about it at all. 63% of us think they shouldn't be commenting on American politics, and more interestingly, over a third think that Meghan is doing all this because she wants to be President of the United States. And that may seem fanciful, but nothing is off limits.
Donald Trump is there. Well, you can't, you know what I mean? Mammy Dog Angus has got a chance. You know what I mean? Really, it's actually crazy, isn't it? I mean, I have to say, you look at that photo there, beautiful, beautiful women, and I just wonder, is it actually going to make any difference if they get stripped of their titles? Because they are Harry and Meghan, and they're a global brand.
Well, they are, and you're right, and they are Harry and Meghan. That's how we know them. However, when you're looking in the States at the moment, they don't have a royal family. It's all about celebrity, and this is sort of a notch up, if you will. So whenever Meghan is appearing on TV, she's announced as Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and I think that is quite a big brand thing. You remember they wanted to market Sussex Royal. They spent an awful lot of money trying to market themselves, trademarking lots of things, until the Queen stamped her foot down and said, no, you cannot do that. You're sullying the royal brand. And I think this is all coming to a head at the moment, and maybe that the Queen will say, you've got to rein it in a little bit.
Yeah, and you listen to the Queen if she
Well, you do indeed. Oh, your granny.
Wouldn't you? I mean, you just would. You just obey. Now, look, Sir David Attenborough has been spending time with William and Kate and the kids. This is adorable.
Glorious.
And I love that photograph, and I just love the fact that he's kind of like an extra granddad. Oh,
it's just stunning. His face. I mean, look at the colour coordination. Sir David, who we absolutely adore. And this is really interesting, actually. It's on the back of Sir David Attenborough has joined Instagram, and he's broken the world record for the first to reach 1 million followers.
And in a bit of a second.
Well, indeed, yeah.
Well, I was right on there. Just following him right away.
Well, and this is brilliant, actually. It's a new platform for him to reach, an awful lot of people and talk about the dangers of the climate emergency, something obviously he's very passionate about. Yes. We know the Duke of Cambridge is very passionate about this. Now, the first post, he was warning about sort of what is on the table for the world. Like we are facing this climate emergency. And he's also plugging a new documentary, which is called A Life on Our Planet. And David Attenborough is doing sort of 2 parts, really. In the first part, it's looking at his life and how, 3 times the amount of people people living on the planet than when he first started doing his documentaries all those years ago. And the second part of this is talking about how we can sort of change the course of history, such is the emergency. And the reason why William's involved is he's got an ITV documentary coming out. It's called A Planet for Us All, out next Monday, October the 5th, and we all can't wait to see it. Following him around for the last 2 years, talking about his sort of relationship with the natural world, how he's changed his view, becoming a father. So can't wait to watch it next Monday.
No, that sounds really good, actually. I think that's wonderful, and that just works, doesn't it?
It's just stunning.
That whole thing just absolutely works. And
we look at generations.
To him. We've got to listen to David Attenborough. He knows everything. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. That was a real insight into what's going on in the world of the royals. Honestly, you couldn't make it up, could you? Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.